One of the parts of tshuva is falling. And falling is part of getting up. And sometimes parents that don't let their children fall enough don't allow their children to gain enough self-confidence that they know how to get up after they fall. And part of the art of rising is the art of falling properly. We're human, and we don't have a linear exponential progression of tshuva. Our tshuva has ups and downs. And the trick of tshuva is knowing how to harness the down to use it to reach even a higher up afterwards. The art of tshuva is knowing how to pick yourself up from the depths without giving up in any way. Never give up. There's always a chance and a way to do tshuva. A lot of times people think that, well, why in the world should I do tshuva? I'm such a happy, well-adjusted guy. I have a good life. Things are working for me. And why should I put a monkey wrench in the works and start doing tshuva? So Rabbi Kook, in his book Orot HaTshuva, has an expression which is really very poignant. And he says, there is no greater, more natural feeling than the feeling of someone who does tshuva. We're not doing tshuva for someone else. We're not doing tshuva for God. We're not doing tshuva for the rabbi, our parents, our social status. We're doing tshuva for the most inner essence of ourselves. When we do tshuva, we return. We return to ourselves. I saw an interesting thing when I came to Israel. In America, we would always read the directions for use. And we would say, oh, this is A, and this is B, and this is C, and these are the safety directions. And then I came to Israel, and every time there is a new machine, I see that the Israelis take the directions for use and just throw them out. And then they start kicking the machine until it eventually works. Now, for some reason, the Israelis have as many electronic machines that are working as the people in America, so maybe that works. Rabbi Kook's instruction to us is to read the directions for use. Don't kick the machine. God gave us a world, and He gave us the Torah, which are the directions for use. And there's no exchange. You can't invent new directions. You can't start kicking the machine and then accusing God of being malicious. The role of man is to tend the garden and to see to its welfare. We do this by reading the instructions. Learn Torah. A lot of times, people ask me for advice, and they say, well, what should I do, Rabbi? And a very special tshuva for rabbis is a tshuva for actually answering that question of telling people what to do when they don't know what to do. Because very often, the rabbi doesn't have the answer. And it's the person who has the answer of what he should do. And it's the role of the rabbi to turn the person to his inner soul so that he can understand from the deepest part of his own self what the right thing to do is, rather than just slap on some kind of algorithm and a rabbinic theorem that says do this or do that. The proper way to be a rabbi is to teach the people to teach themselves. Tshuva is returning to yourself. The next time that you have a question, ask yourself what the answer is, and don't be afraid to listen to the answer. Today, in Western society, things are usually measured by what a person does, to the extent that science says that if it's not measurable, it doesn't exist. Well, Rabbi Kook sees things very differently. And he sees that the essence of man is not in his hands, but in his mind. And science has not yet found measurable means to fathom the depth of the human mind. Tshuva is in the head. Tshuva is in the mind. Of course, if you've done something wrong and you stole money, you have to take actual cash and give it back. But the essence of where a person is not where his hands are. The essence of where a person is where his heart and his head is. And that defines the essence of his tshuva.